close. Welcome to the annual Stark Tank Pitch Competition. We are so excited to be here tonight and experience the creativity, innovation, and entrepreneurial spirit of our participants. Junior Achievement deeply appreciates and values the partnership with Strengthening Stark and Stark Education Partnership, whose support helps empower the next generation of business leaders. Together, we are fostering a culture of innovation and opportunity right here in our own community. Let's get ready for an inspiring evening of big ideas and bold pitches. So, unfortunately, our MC there on the left, Brad Smith, was having some difficulties, so he was unable to make it tonight. So it's just me. For those of you who are unaware of me, which, looks like the vast majority of you guys, my name is Brady Lang. I am a junior, senior, something like that, accounting major at the University of Mount Union out in Alliance, and I was also a Junior Achievement participant several years ago, about 3, give or take. And I was in your shoes, students. Again, about 3 years ago. My company we kind of sought to solve a problem that I'm sure you guys are all very familiar with. If I were to ask you guys a question right now, I'm sure that, like, CMOs, I'm sure you guys all know the intricacies of your social media campaigns and how you're trying to reach there, the significance behind every post. My CEOs, I'm sure you guys all know your vision, where you came from, where you are now, and where you want to be. And my CFOs, I know you guys know every single number because you spent months calculating every last one to get it exactly where you want it to be. But the biggest and most scariest part of all of it is to stand up here in front of 4 judges and pitch your idea in a way that makes sense and can hopefully earn you guys some money. And that's what my company kind of sought to do there. We sought to relieve that anxiety and that stress that came from speaking, so we made a speaking game called Watch Your Mouth. You did a bunch of activities, it helped you with your public speaking, made you sound a little better, a little less nervous, and added a couple pointers here and there. We ended up winning Stark Tank that night, and we even went on to win the regional competition, and we made it to the national championships. We did, unfortunately, not place, but we still made it there. And I will say, the experiences that you guys take from your time here at the Junior Achievement Program will be extremely valuable to you. Again, our good friend Brad Smith here, which could be here with us tonight, he is currently still an entrepreneur himself. His company made a financial literacy board game. They wanted to kind of gamify education, especially in the financial literacy sector, which they feel so many people these days kind of would need. And although his company dissolved at the end of his year, they repurposed it and made it into an LLC again. And to this day, he's still running around to schools, pitching his product, trying it out, making new things, and living that entrepreneurial dream. Even if you don't want to chase that entrepreneurial dream, though, your experiences at Junior Achievement can be a great start to any solid corporate career. Personally, I've been able to use the experiences I had as a CFO of my company to excel and do well enough in my accounting career at the University of Mount Union. I've landed a couple internships, and I'm hoping to continue this on full time. Without any further ado, good luck to all of you, and let's introduce some sharks.
Ladies and gentlemen, entrepreneurs and innovators, dreamers and doers, welcome to the most exhilarating arena of ambition this side of the entrepreneurial ocean, the 2025 Stark Tank Competition. Imagine, if you will, a vast ocean teeming with the most brilliant and magnificent creatures, our sharks. They've navigated the treacherous waters of business, dodged the nets of failure, and feasted on the success that swims in these waters. Today, they're not just predators. They're potential partners, ready to dive deep into your ideas. And then there's you, the brave souls, standing on the edge of this metaphorical diving board. Today, you will leap into these waters, not as prey, but as masterminds of your future. You'll pitch your heart out, navigate through currents of questions, and maybe, just maybe, find a shark willing to swim by your side, propelling your idea into the vast ocean of opportunity. So, take a deep breath, muster all your courage, and dive into the pitch of a lifetime. Remember, in this tank, it's not just about surviving, it's about thriving. Welcome to the Stark Tank Pitch Competition, where dreams dive deep and ideas surface into reality. Let's meet the sharks. First, the man making his way to the stage is not only a CEO, he's a visionary, a titan of technology, and undisputed curator of clean cars. Co-founding DRB Systems in 1984 marked the beginning of his industry domination. As a man of many talents, he earned his CPA license in 1990, further setting the stage for his ascent to greatness. Give it up for the king of the car washing industry. Out of Sargent Clean Car Wash, Mr. Ken Brock. Next up is a healthcare visionary who spent over 30 years shaping one of Ohio's leading health systems. From VP of Corporate Strategy to CEO, he's led Altman Hospital and the Altman Health Foundation through strategic growth, integration, and innovation. With expertise in finance, corporate strategy, and healthcare operations, he knows what it takes to turn challenges into opportunities. Now, in his next chapter, he's bringing the same leadership and vision to the community, serving on boards and driving regional development. Sharks, get ready to meet a strategist who knows how to build, lead, and transform. Chris Remark. Next up, a man who gained success across industries and served as a CEO in both the corporate and nonprofit worlds for 35 plus years, wielding his leadership skills to heal and inspire entire communities. After conquering the corporate realm himself, he now leads business owners to their own victories. Please put your hands together for multi-business owner turned Vistage Chair, Mr. Bill Morgenstern. Next up on stage is a powerhouse entrepreneur whose retail empire is setting the gold standard nationwide. As the president and owner of the Mini Group Inc., she operates some of the most successful franchises of Clothes Mentor, Once Upon a Child, and Plato's Closet. With a sharp business mind and a passion for community impact, she's not just building thriving stores, she's building opportunities. Having received a 2022 Women's Impact Award, she knows what it takes to turn vision into victory. Get ready to meet the retail mogul redefining success. Barb Minnie Schweier.
Alrighty, folks. Remember to hold on to your paper ballot throughout the pitches. You will have the choice to cast your vote tonight. And your winner will receive $250. Be sure to turn this in during the shark deliberation. There we go. All right. Now, without any further ado, it's time to meet our talented contestants. Remember, students, you have 4 minutes to pitch your ideas. When you have 1 minute left, the timer, seated right here, will hold up a yellow sheet of paper. And then when your 4 minutes are up, she will hold up a red sheet of paper. And then the sharks will have 4 minutes to ask you questions. And please remember, students, speak directly into the mic. It sounds a lot better than speaking like this. Also, for those of you who need an introduction as to how to use the clicker, you hold it this way. The letters are there at the bottom. We have an arrow here on the right to go forward and on the left to go back. We also do ask that when we announce the first company to go And then the second company, the company on deck, we ask that you guys sit right here in this section where you guys kind of already are, just to make it easy for us going forward with the transitions. Now, without any further ado, we will have Vesta from Hoover, and on deck, we will have Choke Assist from Jackson.
Hello, Sharks. We are Vesta, a company dedicated to connecting families. We have seen firsthand addiction, abuse, and divorce that all tore apart our families. We created this product to help address this issue and create meaningful, lasting change to the current and future generations of families. Our product is designed to help families spend more meaningful time together in a world overrun by technology and busy schedules.
Think about the last time you sat down with your family without distractions just to enjoy each other's company. Our survey of 250 families found that an astounding 84% of families do not spend enough quality time with their children. Between work, school, and screens, meaningful family moments are disappearing.
According to the American Academy of Pediatrics, children who regularly engage in family bonding exercises experience higher levels of emotional connection, improved academic performance, and stronger relations. While parents may recognize these benefits, they struggle to find the time and the structure to do this effectively.
And that's where Vesta comes in. Vesta is an interactive family activity set designed to fit seamlessly into any schedule. It offers a variety of indoor and outdoor activities, adaptable to 15-minute sessions or a full hour of quality time. In each box, there's 15 wooden tabs, each with instructions for a simple, unique activity, along with a puzzle piece representing a house. After families complete the initial set of activities, they can revisit each tab for a second, more challenging activity, encouraging them to step out of their comfort zone, fostering those deeper connections. By the end, families will have assembled all 14 puzzle pieces to form a house, representing the journey and growth experience together.
Every box is a testament to our hard work and dedication. As a student-run business, we have faced many obstacles when it comes to bringing this product to life. First, we start out by cutting 48 by 96 pieces of plywood with the help of our construction department. Then, we spent hours creating custom laser engraved files that we use to cut the wood into its singular tabs.
Once the wooden tabs are cut and engraved, we design, print, and cut out 30 self-made activity stickers for each unit, which we carefully apply by hand. Finally, we place the completed tabs in our custom-made box.
The production process has not been easy. We faced numerous challenges, from miscommunication with suppliers to warped wood and even a broken laser engraver. Despite these challenges, we've kept pushing on, refining our process and driving our costs down from $9 a unit to $5.49 a unit, resulting in a profit margin of 66%. Each step in our production process represents our passion and commitment to helping families reconnect, and we couldn't be prouder of the product we built.
Our primary target market are parents between the ages of 30 to 55 years old with children aged 5 to 17. The U.S. is over 33 million households within our age range, allowing Vesta to have a large target market.
We have placed Vesta in many family-oriented events such as craft shows and youth sports events. We sell directly to our customer through our Shopify and do business-to-business sales with places like Gentle Shepherd, which we currently have a relationship with. We also plan to use our networking abilities to get into the church communities.
Unlike generic board games or mobile apps, Vesta is designed for flexible, real-world interaction. While we have competitors like the Adventure Challenge, a single-use $50 scratch-off book, our product is designed to be affordable, reusable, and offer daily connection. This caters to families who are seeking great experiences and fun times.
Vesta isn't just about selling a product. We're about reviving family connections in an age that desperately needs them. The Vesta Family Activity Box is perfect for any family in any situation. By investing in Vesta, you're investing in the future of family bonding. Thank you for your time.
I'm going to ask just a question. It has nothing to do with economics, or what's the inspiration for this?
So yeah, as I've said before, we've had a few members of our team have had a rough time with their family from addiction, divorce, and abuse. We realized that there was a growing need for a product like this, and that's where it all kind of grew.
Great idea. Have you had feedback from the families who've used it? What's that look like?
Yes, we have. So we have a spot on our website where they can actually give us feedback, and we've also received emails from various customers. Most of the feedback has been great, but a few pieces of feedback are just general tips and kind of suggestions to change a little bit of the instructions of our activities, and I feel like it has helped us grow as a company.
I love this. This is really clever, and I love how you build it. Who's the CEO? Name?
Logan Ash.
Okay, look, just put a name. So, is the vision here that each of these would get used one time, and then, and I guess the run-on question is, is there a thought or opportunity for ongoing revenue stream? So as a family, do I just buy this box once?
Yeah, so to answer the first part of your question there, all the activities, while there's only 15 in there, with the simple and complex, there's 30 total activities, but we want to kind of have those instructions lay out the guidelines for the family bonding, because a lot of people want to bond with their families but don't really know how. So we give them the guidelines, and those activities can turn into 30 activities, 60, 90, 120. We want them to use as many times as they want to bond their families, tweak them as they go to make them the best fit for their family. And for future revenue streams, like you said, the second part, we were going to do kind of different category boxes, I guess. So maybe there's a sports one, outdoorsy one, indoor one for different people, so they can pick a specific box they would like.
So I think this is fantastic. Nothing more important than family bonding. How are you going to find those people? How are you going to get them to your website?
Yeah, so basically we run like a campaign through Instagram where we do marketing on the Instagram. We've also been going to various craft shows, church events, just kind of hoping that we get it out with word of mouth, and so that people hear about it and see it, so they recognize the brand, and then we're just going to go off word of mouth. Obviously continue the marketing path, so then people can just continually just start hearing about our product.
What are your sales? Do you have sales yet?
We got our product in late February, and we have over 209 sales in that time period. We've been selling at face-to-face events, and we've also been selling online as well as our Instagram ads.
Who's been the typical buyer?
So the typical buyer has been our primary target market was the majority of it, with the 30 to 55-year-old parents with children. We also found that grandparents also really like the product, so to buy for their kids, grandchildren like that. And we also have had business-to-business sales, with one being the Pregnancy Support Center, which just bought 50 units to give out to families in need.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, the community agencies, what other community agencies have you worked with?
So we have one relationship with Gentle Shepherd, which is a family therapy center. So at craft shows, if the customer doesn't feel like it's a good fit for their family, they can purchase a product through us. We'll hold it aside, then give it to Gentle Shepherd, who can give it to a family in need of family bonding. And then that kind of goes the same with the Pregnancy Support Center.
But if you could remind me, I believe you said you had a gross profit margin of 66%. Is that correct?
That is correct, yes.
Do you see that going down? Do you see, what are your challenges getting product? I know you mentioned work wood. How do you make sure you have enough to make?
Yeah, good question. So in the future, I expect that profit margin to get even higher, because we've been talking with our construction department, finding ways to get wood even cheaper. We have recently just got a contact at Home Depot, so the numbers that I gave you are actually from our current process, but I expect, with the new connections we have for that to be even higher.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
What a great start to the night. Let's welcome our next group of presenters. Up next, we have Chocasis from Jackson, And on deck, we will have Calm Canvas from Hoover.
Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Nico Cootie, and I'm the CEO of Choke Assist. By a show of hands, how many of you have ever experienced a choking emergency? Did you know that it takes less than 5 minutes for someone to choke to death? Research shows that one child dies every 5 days from choking in the United States. Choking is a very tragic event that not many people think about. Choking can be very alarming and panic-inducing. We are a student-run business from Jackson High School who want to prevent future accidents like this from happening.
Only 18% of people have current CPR training, indicating that many may feel uncomfortable performing the Heimlich maneuver. When the Heimlich maneuver is performed, many people panic and tend to forget what to do. If the Heimlich maneuver is performed on a young child or an elderly person, damage to the internal organs or even broken ribs is very likely.
Research shows that one child dies every 5 days due to choking. Before our product launch, we conducted a survey targeting adults to gain a better understanding regarding choking. We have found that a whopping 50% of our respondents have experienced a child choking, while 15% have experienced a parent choking. That information was the catalyst for creating Choke Assist. Our device is small enough that you can keep it pretty much anywhere, like the glove box of your car, nightstand next to your bed, or even the cabinets in your kitchen. If your child was in the back seat of the car and they started choking, would you be prepared?
While other devices are available, competitors often lack proper certification. Choke Assist stands out with its United States patent and FDA registration, ensuring reliability and safety. Choke Assist also stands out with its user-friendly, simple design, making it good for any choking emergency. To use the device, it's as simple as place, push, pull. First, place the detachable mask along with the device securely over the patient's nose and mouth, then push to expel the air out of the one-way valve, then pull to create that suction, dislodging the obstruction. Each Choke Assist package comes with easy-to-follow instructions, one adult mask, one pediatric mask, and the device itself, making this a vital tool for every household.
Our target market is the elderly, followed by moms with young children and individuals who live alone. Our device is designed for easy and effective use on yourself and others, offering a safer way to assist someone who is choking. With our price at $30 a unit, we provide a life-saving device that remains accessible and affordable for everyone, while many of our competitors sell at $70 a unit. We have experienced success at the Akron Home and Garden Show, along with the Cannes Chamber of Commerce event. Additionally, we have yielded online sales off a Facebook and Instagram ad that we ran. Up to today's date, we have sold $2,200 in sales.
At Choke Assist, we believe that life-saving devices should be accessible and affordable to all. By choosing our device, you are investing in safety, peace of mind, and commitment to protecting yourself and loved ones. Remember, it is your breath, our mission. Thank you for your time, and we are happy to answer any questions.
What are your margins right now?
So
And
our
and
margin-
also maybe talk a little bit about your supply chain, because these look a lot like CPAP masks, right? I mean,
Yeah. So our margins are at 67% right now, and we have an overseas supplier, and they have licensed us to be able to sell this in the United States with the patent.
What's the difference? You mentioned some competitors. What's the main differences besides price between your product and theirs?
So our product has a different valve on the top, so that it's a one-way valve, so when you push down, the air comes out of the top valve, which is a different valve than all the other devices that are out there.
What do you medical people say do no harm. First, do no harm. I guess the reason I mention that is, so do you have data that demonstrably shows this is a better approach than the Heimlich?
Yes, sir, we do. We have research statistics that show the Heimlich maneuver is 86.5% effective, and the anti-choking device itself is over 96% successful rate.
And this device is, so you're just a reseller at this point, right? Am I correct? So you're buying this, repackaging it, and reselling it?
Yes, correct. We have partnered with someone overseas, and we are getting that and selling it.
So what's unique? Sorry, I'm asking a hard question, but if you're just reselling it, are there not enough resellers in the United States, or what's the opportunity?
We just feel like from what we've seen, these devices haven't been known by a lot of people, and so that's why we want to bring more light to them. So that's the reason.
I would just like to add with that too. Like he said, like we just haven't seen this around, and the whole reason we started this business was we saw a lot of choking emergencies. We've all probably choked. I choked myself when I was like 5 years old, and my mom had to do the Heimlich maneuver on me, and I was obviously okay. But we just wanted to bring more attention to this product, as we wanted to not have so many unintentional deaths and choking.
You know, as you go forward, think about it. Sorry, I keep grabbing the mic. If you go forward, think about this. You know, so I've had 2 choking emergencies. Neither were in a position where I would normally have been carrying this. And so a challenge for you is to think about how this can be accessible in a more broad way than just at home in the kitchen. If that makes sense.
So yeah, like it's small enough so you can fit it in many places. So if you're on the go, you can put it in the glove box of your car. And I mean, if you eat like late night snacks in your bed, you can put it in your nightstand. And if you carry a bag, you can maybe put in that if you're like on the go as well.
Have you the 2 incidents I've been involved with, thankfully my wife's a nurse, so she did the Heimlich, but it was in a restaurant. And so have you talked to restaurants about this?
Yeah, so right now we actually have some devices in a Chick-fil-A location at the Belden Village Mall, and then at Meldrums and the Twisted Citrus. So those 3 restaurants, we've partnered with them. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Nice job. Thanks.
Alrighty. Moving on, we have Calm Canvas from Hoover. And on deck, we have Caring Cards from Blake. Let's hear it for Calm Canvas from Hoover.
Alrighty, that's all right. Thanks. Nice to meet you. Your name? Peyton. Nice to meet you, Peyton. Okay. Oh. Okay. Great. We'll pass those around. Thank you very much. That's okay. I'm Bill. Ryan and Weston. Okay. Meet you. Hi. I'm Bill. Me? Nice to meet you. Yeah.
Hello, and we are Calm Canvas. Each year, over 800,000 people commit suicide. That's 1 person every 40 seconds. But these aren't just statistics. This is reality. Our reality. 2 members of our team have been hospitalized after suicide attempts, events that permanently altered the course of our lives. While in the hospital, we saw firsthand the impact that mental health struggles can have, not just on ourselves, but on the kids adolescents, and families around us. While in recovery, we saw that there was a clear need for a mental health product that made managing stress and anxiety simple and accessible, a tool that could help people that are in the same positions that we were in. That's why we created Calm Canvas. Calm Canvas is a color by number art therapy experience specifically designed to help users manage stress and anxiety. We took a simple concept, coloring, and transformed it into a powerful mental health tool.
While other color by numbers do exist, such as Paint Vibe and Masterpiece by Numbers, Calm Canvas is the first to incorporate coping strategies within the activity. Some of these coping strategies include deep breathing prompts, grounding exercises, as well as gratitude reflection. So as users color, they are simultaneously learning and practicing different coping methods that they can take with them for the rest of their life. And the best part about it is we make it all in-house. We hand draw the original designs. We then digitally trace the designs in Corel, and then we use our school's laser engraver to laser engrave the designs onto the canvases. We then shrink wrap package them so they're ready for the customers. This production process ensures quality control, makes our product cost efficient in the production, and allows us to create our product entirely on our own.
Our market research proves there's a real need for this. In our survey with over 700 people from our community, 70% believe teens and young adults will benefit most from Calm Canvas. Several licensed counselors have also backed these claims, recognizing our product's potential impact, especially for those dealing with stress who may not always have access to proper therapy or other mental health resources. We are teenagers ourselves, so we know firsthand the pressures and challenges our target users face, allowing us to connect with them in a real way. To reach our target market, we plan to sell Calm Canvas through local craft shows and selling events. We can engage with our customers face-to-face, our online store and social media, making it widely accessible, and by partnering with schools, counseling centers, and mental health organizations like North Can Therapy Works to bring our product where it's needed most.
By handling everything in-house from artwork to laser engraving, we keep costs low and profits strong. With the cost to produce at $6.45 per unit and a price point at $15, we ensure profitability while keeping mental wellness affordable. At Calm Canvas, our vision is to create a world where managing stress is simple, accessible, and even enjoyable. We believe that mental health tools shouldn't feel like a burden. They should be empowering, engaging, and something that people actually want to use. This is more than just a business, it's a movement to help people develop emotional resilience, encourage creativity as a form of self-care, and make mental wellness a top priority. For us, this is more than just profit, it's about meaning. That's why 10% of all of our profits are going to be going to Akron Children's Psychiatric Center that have helped members of our team. We've seen firsthand how much these resources can help, and we are determined to give back. But to take Calm Canvas to the next step, we need your help. An investment into Calm Canvas is an investment into greater mental health. Painting a brighter future, one canvas at a time. Thank you, guys.
It's really a fantastic idea. I mean, mental health is a very serious issue today in lots of different corners of our country. One quick question, scalability. You do this yourselves. How many can you make? Do you have any idea what your production capacity is?
It takes about 6 minutes to print one canvas.
Okay.
And for scaling, we thought about like buying another laser engraver, because right now we can only do laser engraving during school hours, but buying a laser engraver, which would cost about $5,000, we could do it anytime we like, when we're like not at school, anytime we like.
But did I also hear you say the artwork is original?
Yes.
So who does the original?
I do.
What's your name again?
Peyton.
Peyton, right? We met last year. So that's a really interesting twist that I would definitely advertise here, is that the artwork is original, that you can't get it anywhere. It came out of Peyton's mind. But that sounds like then the vision is you then have ways to produce that in bigger numbers than just the, because I was going to say the same thing. You got a problem. It'd be a good problem, but if you went into production, it'd be hard to keep up, right? So is there, how about ongoing revenue? I love things where you get a stream going. Would you maybe come out with new artwork periodically with the
Yeah. So in order to expand our revenue, we would come out with different artwork and different designs, and we would also do different like levels. So we would have like a beginner, an intermediate, and then a harder level. So depending on the amount of time people have and how much they really enjoy art, they have different levels of how much they want to do it.
I think this is fantastic. I know a lot of friends that have, as adults, have done the color by coloring books. Do you have any thoughts on doing other things rather than canvas, like coloring book, or might be something you can travel with
Yeah, definitely.
to expand your products?
Yeah, I think we could do like some sort of coloring book along with the paint markers. We could also try expanding to wood too as well.
This is a great idea, and the efforts in this community behind mental health, especially in the schools, it's just really prevalent. How have you connected to what's going on in the community and the schools with this product?
So originally, when we started our company, we did a survey and we got 700 responses, and we got a lot of positive feedback from that, of people who wanted to do it. And then going forward with the community, we connected with our school counselors and talked to them. And we're also in works with making business-to-business sales to expand even more.
Did you tell? Have you sold any of these? Did you tell us that?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
230.
How many? 230.
Yes.
What's the revenue?
About 3,450 in
So
sales.
and so what's the profit on that?
About upwards of like 1950.
So nice. Okay.
What's been the reaction from you said you also were partnering with some mental health professionals. What's been the reaction from them?
It's been mostly positive. They said it was like a really good idea, and they think it would really help their clients, and just really, it would really help them.
How did you the pieces here going through the different exercises? How did you come up with these, or did you work with somebody?
Yeah, we talked to licensed counselors as well as a psychiatrist to pick the best coping strategies that they would think would help people the most.
Great.
Thank you.
You guys want these back?
Oh, yeah.
You know, Ken, having 6 of those is a sign of maybe some mental health.
All right, next up, we have caring cards from Lake. And on deck, we have blanket blessings from Glen Oak. Let's hear it for caring cards from Lake.
All right. Yes. Hi, nice to meet you. Uh-oh.
Hi Sharks, I'm Addison Barrios, CEO of Caring Cards, and today we're going to be giving you some insight into our company.
Mental health awareness is on the horizon in today's world. However, people in society still struggle and are in a constant fight with their minds. We care very much about stopping the negative mindset many people have. We have found out that many people have the lack of time to fill out cards and give to loved ones. Schools, workplaces, and families often don't have enough positive affirmations in their daily lives. Our mission is through the creation of our cards. We aim to encourage positive minds and positive outlooks on the future. We believe positive affirmations can change your mindset for your life. Around 79% of people in our survey say they feel better after receiving a positive compliment throughout the week.
Our products come with 12 cards, 6 in each box. We have a colorful front and a writable back.
Here at Caring Cards, we offer 4 different genres: our family genre, our classroom genre, and our workforce and our non-specific genre.
After getting to connect with some of our customers, we have found that they not only love giving cards, but they love receiving caring cards from people in their life.
One way we educate and spread awareness of our company is through our website, caring-cards.org, and there you can see all of our designs, add them to your cart, and have them shipped to you.
Caring cards support our community. At the end of the year, we plan to give back to our high school to help their efforts in PBIS. PBIS stands for Positive Behavioral Intervention Supports. We also only print locally in Hartford to just give back to our community in another way. Lastly, we have impacted the lives of 1,632 people through the support of our cards.
So for our finances at Caring Cards, cost to produce one box is $2.65. Our retail price is $10.99, giving us a profit margin of 76%. Our revenue, including donations, is a little over $2,400. Our revenue from products sold is $1,500.
Here at Caring Cards, our unique designs is what set us apart. They're made in-house by us and unique to the customer. We also offer a customized card pack specific to the customer's needs. Lastly, we make pre-personalized questions for specific card genres for the customer to choose whichever genre they want to give to.
To date, most of our sales have been in person, as we found out it's more beneficial to get in front of our customers and show them who we're about. Secondly, word of mouth is huge for our company, as our customers are able to tell their friends and family members about our customers.
Benefits of investment. We'd be able to buy in bulk to lower our costs, and then we'd be able to wholesale to businesses, and we'd love to see our product on store shelves. Another benefit is we'd be able to create more genres and expand our categories.
Here at Caring Cards, we market our product at our TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. Here we can show our mission and who we really are. Like we talked about earlier, our target market is teachers, managers, family, and friends, because those are the specific genres that we have to offer. And we also market our product at caring-cards.org, our company website. Our effects on society is endless. We are trying to change the generation's idea of positive affirmations one card at a time. Whether you're receiving a card on your desk from your boss or in your lunchbox from a parent, you feel the effects of Caring Cards. Caring Cards helps people feel more appreciated during times that they may be struggling or even in times of their success. Thank you so much for your sharks, and we'd love to answer any questions you may have.
I think this is great. Everybody needs a positive message in their life. There's too much negativity, so I love the spread of positivity. Who do you see as your primary competitor? I mean, cards have been around forever, so who's your primary competitor?
Yeah, when we've been selling at events, a lot of our customers that maybe don't purchase with us say that, oh, well, we already have Hallmark cards at our house. And we normally respond with, well, we're not Hallmark cards. We make positive affirmation cards that come in packs, so you have 12 opportunities to spread cards. So we really combat the idea of having competitors, but we're very different, and there's nothing like us on the market physically.
Can you elaborate on that difference? Tell me if in 10-second speech you had to tell me what's the difference between you and a Hallmark card. What is it?
Yeah, we believe that when you pick a Hallmark card, say, that takes you around 10 minutes. You have to sit and really think about what you're going to write about. For our cards, you specifically choose a genre, maybe the workforce genre. You have 3 questions to fill out that are very specific. The questions would be, what would you bring to the workforce, what I value in you, and what I maybe think you should improve on. Those questions are specific, and it's faster to fill out a card, and it's more specific to the person you're giving it to. That's what sets us apart from bigger card companies.
So your message prompts.
Yes, our message prompts is really what truly sets us apart, because it makes a faster answer response for the person filling it out to give to the recipient.
I was impressed how personal it is.
Thank you.
I was going to ask, is this the packaging when somebody would get it?
This is the packaging. As you can see, there's 1 card in your pack right there. Normally, there's 12 cards with 2 different genres. So that would be the pack that would come in, though, yes.
Yeah, I really like this idea. You've caught me out, because when I look at the blank page, I kind of freeze up. But this really prompts you and kind of walks you through it. It's a nice idea. So, did I catch that one of you all are designing the cards?
Yes, we have one of our designers here, Riley. She designs all of our genres, and then our other designer could not make it today, but they actually do all of our genres in-house, and they design it themselves.
Right, which would be another unique part
Yes.
to you
Yeah.
versus. And I was curious on the 1,500 that was the revenue from sales. How much profit? What did
Pass
we
the
make?
mic over to our finance.
So our profit's around $900 right now.
Nice. Okay. And then I saw Hartville Hardware up there. Has product moved on their shelf? I heard somebody say that sales have been best person to person. I was curious.
Yes, best person to person, because we believe that most card buyers, they don't buy it online, or they like to have somebody kind of explaining or seeing it in person to feel the card feeling and see the actual physical look. As you were asking about the Hartville Hardware, we sell in the Hartville marketplace, but we're actually moving in that direction of we just got in contact with somebody over at the Hartville Hardware to get it in their store and to get to selling there. Yes.
The idea is great. Have any of you read the book How Full Is Your Bucket?
I've not, no.
Okay, if you should pick it up, and just the concept is this, but they don't give you a product. It just says how important this is to, and so I think it's a nice compliment to that book. The book's a little older, but it's a great book about how important this is to you.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. They're going to charge me for asking. But so, like, have you thought about who is your perfect market? Like, who do you really think is what's that person look like?
For us, we felt like we had a larger target market because we have so many genres, the family, the workforce, the non-specific, so it could get anybody. But as we've been able to study the analytics and see who really our buyer is, we see a very wide variety of moms and parents buying our product to put into their students' lunch or put them in their bedroom when they're struggling. So we see a large group of people that are parents or just loved ones wanting to show support to their families during mental health problems or just challenging seasons of life, to give them a small pick-me-up. Because it's not going to necessarily change their situation, but it's going to offer them feeling like they have someone in their life that supports them.
Do you have plans for new designs? I know you have the different genres, but as far as like, I already got this one, how can I get another one? I already have it.
Yeah, of course, yeah. With your investment, we'd love to expand to more genres. We're actually in connection with the Canton Fire Department, so we want to come out with a new genre for first responders. In addition, I know you work in the hospital setting. We also want to come up with a hospital card that's going to the healthcare workers or maybe the people in the hospital staying due to certain illnesses, to give compassion and affirmations to them.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Up next, we have Blanket Blessings from Glen Oak, and on deck, we have Recorded from Jackson. Let's show them some love.
Hello, we are Blanket Blessings out of Glen Oak, and I'm going to pass it to Jake. He's going to start off.
All right, now, I don't know about you guys, but I would say there's some pretty good sunny weather out there right now, and I think it's a little bit well-deserved after a pretty cold, harsh winter. But unfortunately, you got to remember we live in Ohio, and these temperatures aren't going to last a while. This Thursday, the temperatures are going right back down, and it's unfortunate to see, but this might sound crazy, but just for a second, imagine that we were outside doing this pitch. You might think, what the heck, that's crazy, but even crazier, imagine waking up every single day without a home, without warmth, without knowing that you're going to be safe. And unfortunately, this is a reality for a little over 500,000 Americans and a little over 11,000 people here in Ohio. And even here locally in Stark County, there's a little over 400 homeless people. And this is really sad to see, and unfortunately, it's only getting worse. Just from 2024, it is already up 30%. That means the homeless rate is going up like crazy. But what if we could help solve this problem one blanket at a time? And I'm going to pass over our VP, Maddie, and she's going to tell you about our mission here at Blanket Blessings.
So our mission here at Blanket Blessings is to bring warmth, comfort, and compassion to all. We create completely customizable blankets while actively raising awareness for homelessness. Comfort for you is hope for all.
So a little about our product. It is a 50 by 60 inch Gildan sweatshirt material blanket. We offer them in gray and black, and we're looking to add more after the break of the spring break next week. We have multiple different designs. Featured are the Glen Oak ones, and then in the bottom we did like a little McKinley for underprivileged kids. We gave them Christmas gifts. Our standard designs, we have a bunch of them. They go for $25 for on the blanket, and then for custom you can email us and we can put it on for $35. We've sold 125 blankets in total and then donated 26 back to the Refuge of Hope, the local homeless shelter downtown. We've done $3,932 in sales, and we've profited $1,924.
We have 2 different color blankets. They come in black and gray, and we get all of our DTFs from a local small business in Stark County, and we also use our Cricut machine to put any names or letterings that want to be put onto the blanket. Our blankets create a sense of community, as blankets are a physical and emotional gift. And with our blankets, there's a great story to tell and share to all. And like Ethan said before, we donate all of our blankets back to the Refuge of Hope, which we'll get into here in a little bit.
Well, with a product like ours, you can reach a very wide target market. It can be gifted to anyone in any age range or demographic simply because it's the perfect gift. Most of our target market has been reached because we aim for people our age, so high schoolers or their parents. We've mostly sold to, so far, clubs and organizations like athletics, and we've also had shown interest from the airport and realtors to have our blanket displayed in their houses. I want to tell you guys a little bit more about our give back. The way we give back to the community directly is for every 5 blankets sold, we donate 1 to the Refuge of Hope. And you might be wondering why this is such an important part of our business. Well, studies show that 2/3 of today's buyers believe it's a company's responsibility to have a give back. So it can really just be what convinces people to buy from you, and it's something that we like to push at through our marketing. You already see businesses like Bombas using this strategy of their one-to-one give back, which we would like to hopefully match as we grow. We market mostly through our social medias like Instagram and TikTok, and we go to a lot of events and competitions where we can sell.
All right, now one last thing real quick, judges and audience. Can I please get a show of hands if you guys have ever bought or owned a blanket, something like this? Now that's almost everyone's hands in here. Now keep your hands up if your blanket went to someone in need or benefited someone in need. See, now a lot of hands went down. I see your hand stayed up. Shout out to you. But that's where our issue is, guys. You know that people are going to buy the product, but there's no deeper meaning. There's no give back. Here, when you invest in Blanket Blessings, you're not just investing in our company and helping us grow. You're ultimately investing in these people and saying, hey, we got you. We're going to be here to help you. So thank you for listening, Sharks, and we're open to any questions.
Maybe you could explain your revenue model a little deeper. You basically try to sell businesses to do co-branding on these, and then they do what with the blankets?
So we have our own Glen Oak logos, and then we bought the rights to certain other logos for like the state of Ohio. And then we reached out to the airport, and they want their logo on a blanket, and then they're buying them off us in bulk, and then reselling them with a little bit of upcharge at their concessions and pass to the security.
When you pitched it to the airport, what did they really like the idea of giving back, or what was it that really sold them on the idea?
Yeah, when I emailed their marketing guy, and then when he emailed us back, he scheduled a phone call. So we kind of did the pitch over a phone call. He liked most the give back. He thought that it would help them too, because then they can get money through sales as well as us.
I think this is really great, giving back to the homelessness. Homeless is a problem, and it touches more people than you think. You think you're great today, but you never know what tomorrow brings. How do you see expanding, partnering with other people? How do you see that expansion?
Well, we know as we expand, there's going to be a lot of overheads that are going to have to be taken care of, and that's what we see this money going to help. As we grow and bring more attention to homelessness, we get more sales, which leads to us donating more, and we can eventually go past Stark County and help more homeless people in different communities.
I guess I'm asking, like, who are you going to target? So what, you have the airport, and that's great because, you know, people that are flying, gosh, I love to have a blanket when I'm flying. But where else? You know, fundraisers for clubs, where do you go?
So that's a great concern. A good one that's coming up right now is graduation. So people that are graduating, you know, maybe you get your last name, get your graduation year, or for example, we did dance blankets for our school dance team. Everyone on that team wanted a blanket. And then we also collaborated with Speech and Debate. They loved the blankets and had great feedback. So honestly, any organizations or programs, but also if you just want one for yourself, or we've also had some people just buy a blanket, but they don't want the blanket, they just want us to donate it straightforward. So it feels great helping like that.
Refuge of Hope's a great organization. Have you looked at others that may be a target for the donated blankets?
Thank you for pointing that out. We have not, but we can look at that in the future. That was the first one we thought of, the most local one. So if we can always, we're going to look into multiple ones because we can go up to Summit or even above that to Portage County, wherever
The domestic violence project would be a great place to look to.
Thank you for that. Thank you.
So I'm on the board of Refuge of Hope. I will abstain from voting, but I want to thank you very much because I know how well it is received. And sleeping under a bridge in Canton, Ohio is no fun. So thank you. Thank you. Nice job. No, I just
Now let's welcome Recorder from Jackson. And on deck, we have Adventure Stark from Glen Oak.
Hey, sir.
Every moment we live tells a story, whether it be joy and celebration or heartbreak and loss. These are the moments that define our lives. By show of hands, how many of you have a story of joy or heartbreak? These moments define us, but too often, they fade with time. What if there was a way to tangibly relive these moments, capturing not just images, but faces, voices, and most importantly, the true emotion of the moment? Memories are fleeting. Photos and videos get lost in endless camera rolls. Endless social media posts get lost. Also, stories once told around the family dinner table disappear with each passing generation. With Record It, don't wait until tomorrow to remember today.
During a conversation with our JA mentor, Katie Tolan, we realized just how important past memories can be. Katie expressed to us the emotional impact of losing her father. In the wake of his passing, Katie often found herself looking through her phone, searching for old voicemails, photos, and videos of her father. These moments helped Katie still feel connected to her father. We realized it was important to keep these memories preserved and accessible.
For many, Katie's story of preserving her father's memories presents a challenge. This led to the creation of the Record It Memory Book, a solution designed to simplify the experience of preserving your memories. Our memory book lasts up to 4 hours on a fully charged battery, includes a high-quality HD screen and audio system. Record It is the perfect solution to relive those special moments.
Before our product launch, we held several focus groups to help us conduct target market research. These focus groups help us refine our product and overall customer experience. These focus groups also helped us determine which features customers would value the most, such as video and photo integrations. We realized that there was a serious need for a simple and efficient way to keep memories alive forever.
Our fundraising efforts led to a 4-week fundraising campaign which secured over $3,200 to kickstart our venture. We have attended several trade shows, including the Akron Home and Garden Show, the Belden Village Wedding Show, and the Today's Bride Wedding Show. Additionally, a live interview on New Day Cleveland played a crucial role in accelerating sales. We are also extending marketing efforts on social media platforms. These efforts have led to over $4,000 in sales and just over 70 units sold, but most importantly, hundreds of memories preserved.
While many companies offer technology-driven photo frames or traditional photo books, Recordit stands apart as a premier choice for preserving your memories in a meaningful and tangible way. In contrast to something like your iPhone that can store thousands of photos, this large quantity can diminish the value of these moments. Recordit offers the most thoughtful way to relive those special moments, admiring the emotional value and making them more meaningful.
With over 75% of photos and videos taken on smartphones never looked at again, our mission at Recordit is to ensure that our customers can preserve their memories forever. Our video memory book is the perfect way for our customers to do this. With your help and investment, we can reach more families across the United States to ensure they can protect and preserve their memories that matter most. Thank you.
So, at 4,000 sales, $70 is about $66 a piece. What's your margins?
So we have a profit margin of 42%.
So the product costs 42%? Any
So-
other expenses baked into that?
So the cost of good for us is $28, and with a unit sale price of $49.99, that leaves us with the 42%.
You know, I love the clarity, the fidelity. Yeah, that's very nice. How accessible is this for your grandparents? Do you think they'll be able to? Have you worked through that?
So I know myself, I've actually had my grandma buy a book, and we wanted to make sure when we were making it that it would be an easy process for older people to use. So it is just a C2C cable that is super easy for anybody to drag files right onto. So it's a really easy use process for anybody.
Well, and that kind of leads to my next question. Oh, did you want to answer more on that, or?
Yes, just to add on to that a little bit. The books that you have right now have a demo video on them, but all books sold to our customers come with a step-by-step tutorial video on them as well.
Not all grandparents are incompetent, just so you know.
So you went to a trade show and worked a booth to sell? How'd that go?
It actually went really well. At the trade show, we actually got a lot of feedback from our customers. And we also found different ways on how to market ourselves and how to change things for future trade shows as well.
What'd you learn?
The biggest thing we learned is we were actually keeping our books closed at the trade show, and a lot of people are like, what do you do? So what we discovered is if we actually open up the books, our customers are able to see what exactly our product does.
Hey, this is for everybody in the room. You want to grow as a human, learning how to communicate. Work a booth at a trade show. It's just, you learn a lot. Okay, one more question. Somebody mentioned that you talked to a target, a group that helped you define this product. You had a focus group. And then you said in that you had a target market. Talk about that. Who did you decide is Mr. or Mrs. Right to buy this thing?
Right, yeah. Our target market right now is essentially, obviously, moms, and then like you mentioned, actually grandmothers and grandparents. Like Maddie said, my grandmother also bought a Recordit book, and she actually got pretty emotional because she uploaded a bunch of videos of me for graduation in a couple months. And same thing with my mom. So mothers and grandparents, and obviously pretty much anybody. It could be a gift for a wedding, a graduation, or obviously mourning a loss.
So do you see this more as a gift-giving item or something I buy for myself to save my memories?
So it can actually be both. You could say give it to your graduate, give them as a gift to them, just highlighting them growing up. You could also just buy it for yourself, say highlighting your quilts. We actually had a lady who put, I think, probably 200 quilts on it, showcasing her different products.
I would also say that, you know, it would be fun to think about, keep your minds open to how could you use this for business, because as a sales tool, so you've got a complicated sales cycle and so forth, you create a video of your product and send this in the mail for what's the selling price?
Currently $50.
That is a very, very inexpensive price to be able to target somebody if you're selling a unique product and you want to explain it to them.
Yeah, and just to actually speak on that, we have been working with a local business here. The Ohio Tea Lady owns some tea rooms up in Akron. And we're actually able to do, depending on quantity, we can talk to our manufacturer, and they can do custom designs as well for businesses.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about the packaging is very sophisticated. Where do you have all this? Where's this put together?
So everything is actually designed here in the United States, and then we actually outsourced our manufacturing overseas.
So the product is not yours. Did you design the product? Did you design the packaging? And talk about how that came. I mean, you're not buying it from somebody in China and then repackaging it and selling it, or are you?
So as I said, we actually are designing every aspect of it here, from the packaging to the design, and also some of the electronics, and then their manufacturer over there takes care of it.
How long did that take you?
That actually took
to
us a
develop
very
that?
long time, just because we have a very short time window. It took us about 2 months to do that.
That is not a long time. That's great. That's great.
She's going to get her baseball bat out. Thank you, guys. Nice.
Thank you.
Up next, we have Adventure Stark from Glen Oak. And on deck, we will have Soul Shield from Lake. Let's hear it for Adventure Stark from Glen Oak.
Hey, how are you guys doing today? My name is Cameron Martin. I'm the president of sales for Adventure Stark, and here I am to talk to you guys today about a big problem that's going around, and well, that's called boredom. I mean, everybody here is bored. I know I'm bored. Take a look at this guy. He's super bored. Excuse me, why are you on your phone? We're in the middle of a presentation. When you're bored, you'll do exactly what she did. You'll get on your phone, you'll scroll through the TikTok, but even with the endless amount of scrolling, you're still bored. Now, take me back a few years. I remember being in my business class, and my teacher asked us, who's staying in Stark County? Nobody raised their hand, and the reasoning for that was all due to boredom, because they felt like there was nothing to do here in Stark County. But truth is, there's actually plenty of things to do here, and if you guys take a look at this population statistic, Stark County is actually doing a lot better than the majority of Ohio, and we want to keep that going by keeping businesses here and young people, because when you do that, well, you got the businesses, but when you have businesses, you got jobs. When you got jobs, you have the money, and when you have the money, you have overall community growth, and here at Adventure Stark, we're planning to solve this issue of boredom. Now moving it on to Yusuf, our CEO.
Thank you, Cameron. Now, you guys are probably wondering, well, what is Adventure Stark? Well, Adventure Stark is an interactive scavenger hunt card game that highlights all the wonders of Stark County and helps promote local businesses at the same time by driving direct revenue and traffic through our game. Here's what's included in each game. There's 40 different riddle cards, each with a riddle for you to solve, and once you solve this riddle, it sends you on your way to explore Stark County. This one, for example, would lead you to the McKinley Monument in Canton. Now, in case you can't figure it out, don't worry. We have a task card here with the answer at the top for you and a task telling you what to do when you get there so you're not walking around scratching your head, you know. There are 30 free adventures and 10 paid adventures. Paid meaning you got to pay some money when you get there, but don't worry, we got your back because there's over $150 worth of coupons going along to these paid locations and bonus business as well because we want you to have fun and save money at the same time. Now, our game not only benefits you by getting you out of the house to explore Stark County, but it also benefits businesses at the same time by driving the direct revenue and traffic when they sponsor our game and become a part of Adventure Stark. Now, take me back to when we first started our game. We went and spoke out to over 178 different businesses to help sponsor our game. And currently we have 14 different sponsors, just some names at the top: Chick-fil-A, Basil Asian Bistro, Plato's Closet, and the Football Hall of Fame, helping us collect over $1,800 worth of sponsorship revenue from our gold to our bronze tier sponsors. Now, on the same topic of our money, it costs us $3.74 to produce each game. We're selling at a price point of $25 per unit, giving us an astounding profit margin of 85%. We've currently sold 130 units, giving us a current revenue of almost $5,000. And now I'm gonna and we have actually only been selling for just 2 months, since January 10th. And now I'm gonna pass it on to our Vice President, Kyla.
Now here's how we market through our different social medias. Right there you can see our Instagram. We have an average of 35 likes per post. Our TikTok, we have an average of 1,600 views. And then on our website, we have a total of 19 sales. Now here's our QR code for our Instagram, and then there's our QR code for our website. Our target market is teenagers up until everybody in their 30s or 40s, anybody who's really bored in Stark County, and then also our businesses that want to get their name out there. Now, we've talked in front of plenty of different groups of people. We talked in front of the Canton Rotary Club. We went on New Day Cleveland, and we are now at Stark Tank, and we've made plenty of different commercials. Now, here's our team. It's not just us three. We do have our PR, our marketing, our production, and our finance guy. Now, here's how we plan to promote it in the future. We have a physical box right now, but in the future, we'd love to gain more sponsors, create new versions, make an app, and make it your guys' own version.
Now, you guys are probably wondering, who's our competition? Well, honestly, there's just not a lot out there. I know there's this Ohio Venture book, Bucket List. It's like a book. It's just scratch-offs. You just scratch it off and tell you what to do. It might be like, go to the movies. That's 65. Ours is only 25. Now, to end it off, I just want to say, if you can scan this QR code right there, it takes you straight to our website in case you want to buy a box. Also, thank you, Sharks, for the great opportunity. Thank you.
Now, I think this is a great idea. Full disclosure, my business is in here. A couple of my businesses. But so at a $25 price point, you said your target market is teens, but also families up to. Is $25 a realistic price for teens to want to pay for a box of activities?
Yes, thank you for the question. We've been to numerous different selling events. We've been to the Hartville Marketplace. We were at the Chamber of Commerce Business Expo here recently, and we have noticed it is more actually, yes, teenagers are actually, they're willingly coming up to us. They hear about us from our social medias, and then that will really promote them, because mainly it's everyone just being bored, having nothing to do, and that main demographic is the teenager age range, and also as well as the older age group as well.
Also, to add on that, we do have like our stack of coupons in there that is an average of like $150. So you're getting your money back with the coupons that we have.
Do you partner with, or have you talked to Visit Stark, the organization?
Thank you for the question. Yes, we have. I'm going to pass it off to Yusuf because he knows more about that.
Thank you. Great question. Are you referring to Visit Canton, if that's correct? Yeah, so we have actually partnered with Visit Canton. They have helped us actually discover a lot of the locations. They helped us find different areas in Stark County that don't really have that many people going to them, and they really told us to help promote these guys, and hopefully in the future, in that Centennial Plaza, and their store there, hopefully we plan on selling a few boxes there, having it on their shelves as well.
I love the idea, and the idea of giving people a way to get their families away from phones and electronics and get out and see what's out there in the community. It's a great job. I actually played with it. I bought a box from you two guys. You did your spiel at Hartville Market with me. The boredom, it was awesome.
Yeah, and you're really, believe me, I think the four of us can really identify with the problem. We need people to stay in Stark County because we need the talent. We need the. So I'm a little fuzzy. Maybe you said this, but help me out with how you're going to reach our target market. How are we selling these people?
Yes, thank you. Great question. So we sell to mainly people, as you know, we've said earlier, we've gone to different selling events, but we do put heavy marketing efforts to online our social medias to help really get our name out there. But a really big point is people, not only do they buy them for themselves, but they also buy for other people as gifts. We had somebody actually buy 5 games off of us the other day just to give out as gifts for his family. So people are buying these for other people so they can be like, hey, let's play this together. I know we don't do much. Come on, let's go hang out, you know? That's mainly how we market it.
Right. I'm looking to be effective, and I'm curious, is there a certain age or a certain point in a person's life where they are most likely to leave? And is that the inflection point that we want to be focused on?
Thank you for the question. We actually have not looked into that yet, and we will be looking into that in the future. I will say, most of the time, as we've referenced a little bit at the beginning, our teacher, he asked us who's planning on staying in Stark County. The main people that are leaving are essentially graduates from like high school. Those are mainly people leaving. So that's why we try to keep teenagers in Stark County, really show them that there's actually plenty of things to do so they don't have to go and find it elsewhere.
Sorry, my last thing, and then I'm going to let Barb. If you can convince us that you have a surefire way to keep that 19-year-old in Stark County, man, you do very well for yourselves.
I think that it's fantastic to get people out there and seeing what's around the county. What's the future for it? So once you've done one box, are there other iterations?
Yeah, we plan on actually expanding to like different counties. For example, Summit County, Cuyahoga, is that how you say it, right? Different counties like that, and then on top of that, create like a couples edition, a restaurant edition, and then eventually we want to expand then to an app so we can create more versions. It'll be easier to get sponsors, and then on top of that, if it's an app, I mean, we don't have to actually go to like, say it goes to a different state. We don't have to go to Florida to sell to you. You can just download the app. It'll be like a subscription, and it'll be easy from that. So yeah, thank you for the question.
Thank you guys very much. Do you want these back? I have one.
Last, but certainly not least, we have Soul Shield from Lake. Let's show some appreciation for Soul Shield from Lake.
Good evening, Sharks. I'm Michaela Johnson, CEO of Soul Shield, and we're a JA company from Lake High School. I first just want to start off by asking a few questions. Raise your hand if they apply. How many of you attend school? Go to church? Malls? Concerts? If we look at these recent studies shown, the top left shows us the areas most affected by gun violence in schools, as well as down here, mass public shootings happen through 1950 and 2019, an astounding 94% happen in gun-free zones.
Our mission here at Soul Shield is to help kids feel safer and give parents a better peace of mind when sending their children to school. And our vision is to create a world where parents trust sending their children to school and to minimize anxiety around school shootings and gun violence. Our products that we have come up with are a steel plate. It can stop rifle rounds, and this is 4 pounds for $79.99. We have a soft plate. This can stop handgun rounds, 1 pound, and this is for $69.99. And then we have a cloth cover, which makes it more easy to slip into book bags and other bags. With our plate bundles, we have a steel plate and cover for $89.99, and we have a soft plate and cover for $79.99.
We have several color options and many more designs. Our team has especially made all of these designs to put children at ease with such a serious topic.
So you may be wondering why Soul Shield. Our competitors sell just the shield alone for anywhere from $100 to $300. Here at Soul Shield, you can get a cover, a design, and a shield all for under $100, saving you money and your child's life. There's nothing like us out there to help protect kids from the harshness of this topic as well as saving their lives.
Going into our finance part of it, I just want to point to the chart that shows how many sales we've made along each month of our company. We have a total revenue around $2,861, and now that we have a profit of $1,773. Currently, our profit margin for our steel plate is 36%, and our profit margin for our soft plate is around 43%.
With your investment, we would be able to buy our plates at a wholesale price, giving us a profit margin of 41% for our steel and almost 50% for our soft plate.
So we have sold at the Hartville Marketplace and the Northside Marketplace, along with our online website. We have sold 76% in person and 24% online, and along with that, we have a total of 22 total products sold.
Okay, so now onto the marketing. Our target market is parents of school-aged children, and we've expanded that so you can put it in your suitcase or your carry-on for airports, your briefcase for work, or your everyday bag and purse. These are examples of things that we posted. We post statistics on mass shootings. We post our product with the description, and then our raffle fundraiser flyer, which we raised over $700 with. And then for marketing for us, it's a little bit more difficult because it's a serious topic, so we can't use things like humor and charisma, and we want to keep it a serious tone because it is a hard conversation for a lot of people to have. And then in the last 90 days, over 4,000 accounts reached our Facebook and over 8,000 accounts reached our Instagram. And then with your guys' help for our investments, we would use it to make it more affordable for all families, buying in bulk, and the shipping would be faster. And then 10% of our total earnings will be given to the Sandy Hook Promise. The Sandy Hook Promise is a nonprofit organization that was founded after the Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting. And we've chosen to give back to them because they align with the same goals that we have. We want to raise awareness, and we also want to help people feel safer. And then also with that money, we would use some of it for a paid Facebook ad to target our target market.
Thank you, Sharks, for this opportunity and help us be a part of the solution.
Obviously, I'm not the shy one here, but that was a really good presentation. You did a good job thinking through all the details. I'm curious. The product has me curious. So I have this body shield. What am I doing with this?
So we market it as children to put it in their book bags. When a lockdown occurs, they would put it in their book bag, strap it onto the front of them, tighten it, and hunker down behind, covering your main vital organs.
Got it. And that has high degree of, in other words, that's a high vulnerability point.
Yes, so it's covering, now I'm not sure this, but I was shot in the leg. It's going to hurt. It's going to suck. But the recovery is you can survive. The survival chances of getting shot in the heart or your lungs are very low.
Well, gosh, you carry this thing around, it'll build some muscle too.
Yes.
Yeah, my question was about weight, and do you know, that one's nothing. Easy to throw in, especially with some young kids. I know the backpacks, we worry about the weight of the backpacks, but this one's quite heavy.
Yeah, so that would be for like the older students, like the high schoolers. That is 4 pounds, and then our other plate, that is like 1 something pounds. That's the soft plate. That would be for more like kindergarten, so they can hold it in their backpacks.
Is it still effective?
Yes.
Yes, so with the soft plate, which weighs about 1 pound, that stops handgun rounds, and it can slow down rifle rounds, but the steel plate can stop rifle rounds and handgun rounds. And to touch on your question about the weight, as our world has become more and more online, textbooks have been replaced with laptops. So I feel like this is kind of the equivalent to a textbook being in the book bag. There's no protection, and it's around the same weight if someone would be carrying before with the textbooks in their book bag.
Are you doing, I know kids in school, there's a lot of fear about what's happening in school and kids feeling safe. Are you attaching any sort of, I would think some safety tips on how to use it, but other ideas on how to be safe and how to make kids more comfortable at school?
Yes, so we actually include a brochure with it to explain how to use our product, and then also some warning signs that can be like crucial for the person to know when to use our product, when to get down and kind of protect themselves.
In our brochure, we have a step-by-step guide of how to use our product in the need, as well as to spark those conversations with parents, with children, to show them exactly how to use it. And like she said, the warning signs for kids to look in their, peers, their friends, to report something if they see something, to save a life before something happens.
How have the sales that you've had, where have those come from?
Many of our sales have been face-to-face, and we've had a couple online as well. We sell at the Hartville Hardware, and it's easier for us to sell in person because it's hard to have that tough conversation with people. So when you have to sit down, if you see it online, it's something that's going to spark your mind, but you're not really like, do I need to purchase this? When showing them statistics and talking to someone in person, you can really spark that emotional aspect and show them that the problem is really prevalent and that it needs to be solved.
Have you thought at all on any revenue stream, downstream, anything, any ideas on what happens maybe after I buy the first unit?
So, yes, so we've actually talked to our superintendent. We've sat down and he's actually bought a classroom set. And we've also are about to go on to the news. And we've also been placed in the Jackson newsletter. So through that, with your investment, we'd be able to make it more affordable because we understand that once someone buys one and it's going to protect one life, not everybody has access to it. So we've been buying for a loved one. And there does have a warranty, like it expires, the plates. Now we have talked to our SRO and he has tested a plate after the expiration date and it still does the same amount, but for safety there has to be an expiration date on a plate. So if one feels the need, they may repurchase if they want to.
I'm wondering, have you talked to, I'm thinking back when I was in school or my kids were in school, backpacks went to the lockers. Are the backpacks in the locker, have you talked to schools about making it a supply kind of thing that's accessible stocked in their classrooms?
Yeah, we have talked to our superintendent about it, and he is thinking getting a classroom set and seeing the exposure to that and how that goes, and then thinking more of getting it for the entire school, but he's just focusing on one class set right now.
We have also talked about, to our superintendent, putting it on the supply list or maybe even providing some for children who can't through donations, as well as where there's a medical emergency kit in the classroom, maybe having the shield stored with them, and then when classroom orientation happens, showing the kids where they are. So in the case of an emergency, they know where they are, they know where to grab them, and they know how to use them. Thank you so much for your time.
I don't know about you guys, but that was pretty impressive. Everybody give it up for all of the amazing groups that presented tonight. And a special shout out to Junior Achievement of North Central Ohio for empowering these young entrepreneurs. While the Sharks deliberate, let's take a quick 10-minute break to grab some snacks and refreshments. Don't go too far though, because we have a fun trivia game with a chance to win some gift cards when we return. Hey, welcome back, everyone. As we speak, they are tallying up the votes for the audience choice trivia, and our sharks are deliberating. So, in the meantime, we're going to get into some Stark County trivia. If you guys have played Adventure Stark, I guarantee you guys will probably do extremely well in this. And this is, in fact, to win one of two gift cards that we have here. We have a Wendy's gift card and a Starbucks gift card. So the way this is going to work, I will read off the question to you guys, and then the first person to raise their hand, I will call on them, they will answer it. The first person to get it correct through this process, they will win that specific question. We will write your name down, and then we will do a drawing at the end. So basically, do not blurt out the answers. We had that happen a decent amount the past few nights. So, without further ado, number one. This one should be pretty straightforward here, guys. What is the county seat of Stark County, Ohio? The county seat. The county seat. The capital, pretty much. Yeah. They worded it a little weirdly, but yeah, the capital of Stark County, Ohio. Yes, it is Canton. Yeah. All right, and your name, please. Maddie, all right. All right, this one might be a little more difficult for you unless you already know them. So, what extreme rock star was born in Canton, Ohio and was named Brian Hugh Warner? Correct, you got it. And your name? Eric, all right. All right, next question. Which Stark County city is known as the gateway to the Appalachian and as a historic downtown district? It is not McKinley. This city was in fact mentioned earlier tonight by me because I go to college here. You got it. And your name? Mason? All right, Hoover Vikings. You guys had better get this one right. What was the original name of the village of North Canton, Ohio, before it was renamed? Who had it first? Did not actually see. Lights directly in my eyes here. Sorry, guys. All right. You know what? Just enter both of them in. All right. Matt. This one really could go either way, but which local Stark County high school football team has won numerous state championships and is known for its rich football history? Yep. Maslin, correct. And your name? Jesse, correct? Josie, got it. All right, and for our next question, which famous U.S. president was born in Stark County, Ohio? You got it. All right, another one from Matt. Which is the largest city in Stark County, Ohio by population? Canton is correct. All right, last but not least, this one is probably the most difficult one we have here. What household device was invented in Canton in 1908 by a janitor, James Murray Spangler? The vacuum cleaner is correct. All righty. Give us just one moment here to deliberate, and we will get these counted up. All right, guys, now to announce the winners of our trivia game. First one is Ryan. Please come up and claim your prize, yeah. And this might come as a surprise to some of you, but the winner of the second one is Matt. Give the Sharks just a couple more minutes here to deliberate. They are making a very important decision for all of you.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Josh Lehman. I'm the president at Junior Achievement of North Central Ohio, and I just wanted to say thank you for being here tonight to all the students, to everyone who has been on this stage and taken the time to build these amazing companies. to be courageous on the stage to present and pitch your businesses. The innovation, the ideas, the passion, the creativity, the community impact is really amazing to me. And I know that no matter what you do in your lives, you're going to be successful. I just wanted to come up here really quick as our judges are finishing up their deliberation. They should be done probably in the next 5 to 10 minutes. And I just wanted to say I'm very proud of what everyone has accomplished so far this year. I know that this program is a lot of work in addition to everything else that you're doing in your life. And I know that school is a lot in addition to this program. So for me, I never had a chance to do something like this when I was in school. I wanted to be an entrepreneur one day myself because I told many people this before, and I know some of you who were at the startup conference know that I play paintball professionally, and I've traveled all over the world for that, and I wanted to start my own paintball field one day. And for me, I had such a journey in my career to get me to where I am today. And I love being in this position because I get a chance to stand up here to help work with this amazing team at Junior Achievement to help put on a program that gives you a chance in high school to do something I've always wanted to do. And I know that no matter what, like I said, no matter what you do in life, and I like to say this because one of my favorite quotes is from John Wooden, who is a famous basketball coach from UCLA, and he would always say that no matter what, never try to judge yourself against other people, but judge yourself against your own work. And it's kind of a paraphrase, but essentially what he's saying is at the end of the day, when you're looking at the scoreboard, it doesn't matter what the scoreboard says, as long as you know going in that you gave it your all. And I know that you all have given it your all tonight, and as you continue to build these companies through the remainder of the year, continue to give it your all and continue to think about, and I said this at the startup conference, continue to think about what you want to get out of this program, out of these pitches, out of these competitions, because you can use these experiences later in life in a way that so many other students don't get a chance to do. So many other young people, so many other professionals have never had a chance to do. So with that, I just wanted to say congratulations to everybody here tonight for all of the hard work, for everything that you've done with your companies. In about 5 to 10 minutes, the judges will come in to do our awards presentation. And I hope that you have a wonderful evening. If there is anybody who wants some more snacks, there's more food outside. Please help yourselves. And I don't know who won the trivia, but congratulations to whoever won the trivia tonight.
Now, without further ado, let's welcome back our Sharks to announce the winner of tonight's competition.
No, I think we did that at the end. All right, you hear me? All right. You know, as we're going through our difficult, okay, yep, right in the center, sorry. As we're going through our difficult deliberations back there, because it always is difficult, which is a thing, but we just agreed we want to make it very clear. Couldn't be prouder of you guys. I know you're going to go, okay, he's being nice, etc. But what you've learned in just getting up here and presenting, I'm telling you, you're going to take it with you your whole life. I know that sounds weird. Confidence, the ability to stand up and answer questions, the work you did to get to the point of being up here, just good stuff all the way around, and we're really proud of you. We're tickled to be able to do this. Hope you can walk away with some really great things that you learned. Okay, now's the part you want to know. So I'm going to introduce the fourth place team, and I'd like to introduce Caring Cards. Please come on down. Come on, somebody's got a rep. Where's the CEO or COO? Remind me your name? Addison. Okay, congratulations, Addison. Okay, come on, people. Gotta do the photo op. I just want to say, you know, for my part, I love the idea. It really hit for me because I look at a blank card and panic. But I'll tell you the other thing I really liked. You guys were super well prepared. You had an answer on every question, and it was a good answer. It was solid. You had thought about it. Your presentation was really good. So well deserved. Congratulations.
Nobody saw that. Hello. Well, great job to everyone. It was really a hard decision because you all had such passion for your projects. But the one I get to introduce is third place goes to Calm Canvas. I love the positivity. Love the positivity. We all need more of that in the world today. So I love the creativity, personal creativity. I'm sorry, I don't remember your name. Peyton. Yeah, that you created the actual artwork. So I love that. All right. Thank you.
Just like everybody said, great job to all the groups, and I'll be announcing the second place group, and that is Vesta. Where's our Vesta group? Oh, here they come. Well, they're coming up. One thing we talked about, two things really. One is just the family, you know, how important and the focus on the family, so that was wonderful. And then secondly, just we really like the packaging and the product and the fact that you developed it all yourselves, you're building it yourselves, and so just great job, well deserved.
Thank you. Okay, and the moment you're all waiting for. First of all, I want to say, like everybody else has said, thank you very much for putting all your heart and soul and mind into this. It's hard. It's hard to talk in front of a group. It's hard to do all the work you did to get here. One of the common themes that we really appreciated, and I think those of us that, all of us have lived through COVID, right? COVID made us all run away and hide in a cave. And I think the world is coming back to we need to be who we are. We're people that need community. And so, the thought of getting people out of their houses and out into the community and getting engaging family and friends again, really, really exciting theme coming from your generation. Please don't let that stop. So without further ado, the number one, first prize, Adventure Stark. Congratulations. Congratulations. Here, you guys get to hold this. Have it. Job well done. Well done. Okay, and I think the last announcement of the evening is the Audience Choice Award, and that goes to Soul Shield. Congratulations, Soul Shield. We don't have a check for you, but we have a big round of applause. Okay, thank you all very much for coming this evening.